undefeated. Undefeated. Who do you think that you are? When I tell y'all that I run things, y'all better believe me. Spin the earth on my finger like round ball. I'm a globe trotter. That's easy. No lie.
What up, everybody in the YTBC? So, just want to remind everybody, tonight is the hashtag Comeback to Boxing radio broadcast. It'll be at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. It's going to be a half-hour show. And as always, it's open to everybody. You don't have to have a YouTube channel. You don't have to check in with Jeff Cotto beforehand. All you have to do is call the number. He will have a video up later with the link. As always, times are subject to change, so you definitely want to check him out for the most up-to-date information on when that broadcast is going to happen. Now, also, just want to give a quick take on the Spence versus Algieri fight. I think it's going to be a really good fight. I think it's going to be a lot closer than what a lot of people are thinking it's going to be. A lot of people are thinking that it's going to be a blowout. There's actually a lot of people picking Spence just to flat out knock out Algieri, which if he were to do that, that would be extremely impressive. Doing something that, fighters such as Pacquiao were not able to do. So I think if he were to knock him out, definitely either the winner of Porter versus Thurman should fight him. Kell Brook or Danny Garcia, which I pick Spence to beat Danny Garcia if he knocks out Chris Algieri in impressive fashion. That's the way I feel about that. So, but I think it will be close. I do think Spence will win. I mean, just by the eye test, he just seems to be the good. So we just have to wait and see. But I think he will win. I just think it's going to be closer than what a lot of people think. So, the last thing that I want to touch on real quick, because this video really isn't about anything specific. It's just, just a bunch of things. Actually, I'm going to touch on two more things. But the next thing I want to touch on real quick is this talk about the new media, that Dante's Boxing Nation and, Ego are pushing. Now, as far as the concept is concerned, I like it. I think it's a very good idea. Keeping everybody accountable for the things that they say, whether it be a YouTube channel or a boxer or a manager, a promoter, or these commentators. It's a very, very good concept. The problem that I have is, how are you going to push for a media where everybody's being held accountable, but you're not being held accountable yourself? And I'm actually a subscriber to Ego. It's not like I'm not subscribed to him. I am. He's very good at putting out information, so that's why I'm subscribed to him. But sometimes he's a bit shaky. And I'm only going to talk about Ego because I'm not subscribed to Dante's Boxing Nation. I just can't bring myself to listen to him. At least Ego, puts out good information. And it's just sometimes he says things that just don't make any sense to me. And what's crazy is this new media movement that they're talking about. No Name Boxing has been calling out these guys for months, and they never respond. Never. They just completely ignore when they're getting called out on the things that they say. And I have a problem with that. When you're saying everybody must be held accountable, but when somebody's been trying to hold you accountable for months, and you refuse to acknowledge that person at all. And there's been not many times, but there's been like once or twice where I commented on Ego's page about something that I felt was, that he said that was a bit ridiculous. And I got absolutely no response. So please, if we're going to hold everybody accountable, the first thing you need to do is walk over to a mirror and hold that person accountable. You have no business holding anybody accountable for anything that they say if you're not going to hold yourself to that same standard. And I never really cared that, he didn't respond to me or No Name Boxing in the past. But now that he's pushing this quote unquote new media, and the way it's supposed to work is everybody is supposed to be held accountable, well then you need to be held to that same standard. If you're not gonna hold anybody to that standard, then I don't, do whatever you want, say whatever you want, don't answer to nobody. But the second that you want to start holding others accountable, then you got to hold yourself accountable as well. So I think that's a very big hypocritical move on his part. I don't have a problem with the new media concept. I do have a problem with the people who want to run that to run this new media, and meanwhile they're not being held accountable like they're attempting to hold everybody else accountable. So, and really, I can really only speak on Ego because I'm subscribed to Ego, and I don't watch all his videos, but I'll watch a video of his from time to time, and I've noticed that, And big shout out to No Name Boxing Talk. If you haven't checked out his channel, please do. He's been doing Google Hangouts, and he's wanting more people to get involved. So if you're interested in doing a hangout with No Name Boxing Talk, I mean, just go on, one of his I would say, this is just me. I actually haven't talked to No Name about this, but I would just say go on one of his recent videos, comment, say, hey, I know you're doing hangouts. Next time you do one, I'd like to be a part of it. And he'll send you an invite. And the thing about him is that he wants people who disagrees with him. He actually wants the drama, you know what I'm saying? And that's cool, there's some entertainment entertainment factor to that. And not everybody's into the drama, but for people who are, they'll enjoy that stuff. So far, to my knowledge, I'm the only person who's gone on a hangout with him. And I actually agree with about 90% of the stuff he says. So, it doesn't work out for what he's trying to do, but it still makes for good boxing talk. So I enjoy doing it. But, it's very similar to the radio broadcast that Jeff Cotto does. It's just on Google Hangouts. It does get posted to YouTube. It feeds live on YouTube, and then it gets posted later for commenting and reviewing and all that good stuff. So if you're interested in doing that, it's like I said, even if you disagree with him, he actually welcomes you. If you disagree with him, he wants to engage in conversation with you. And to me, that's a lot more genuine than the new media that Dante and Ego are pushing for. So there was something else I was thinking. Oh yeah, one more thing. A little disclaimer. He doesn't hold his tongue. So if you do disagree with him, he welcomes you. But yeah, just be prepared to get for him to come at you hard. That's the best way I could put it. He's just gonna come at you hard, and you just got to be prepared, because No Name Boxing ain't no slouch. Don't let the amount of subscribers he has fool you. He's a very smart and cunning dude. So, but oh yeah, one last thing that I wanted to touch on this video is the tutorial video that I've mentioned that I'm making. It is still in the works. Big shout out to Nobody Inc. He's a very good subscriber. Bro, you're always welcome on my page. You've always been respectful. I don't care that we don't disagree, or that we disagree on things. That's what makes this world go around. But you are definitely a true boxing fan, and you're much appreciated. You're a very valued subscriber to me, Nobody Inc. But he asked me about it. I just felt that I should just go ahead and address it. I am still making the video. It is a video that will actually, it's actually a lot more work than my typical video. Most of my videos are actually pretty easy to do, the way that I do them, because I basically have a template set up. You know, I have certain intros that I use for certain types of videos, and then my outros pretty much the same, just with the music matching the intro music. So, but this isn't going to be so easy. I mean, as far as an intro and outro template is concerned, that's still the same, but everything in between is going to be a lot. It is a lot more work, because I have already started on it. But I do thank everybody for being patient with me on it. It doesn't help that I got sick. That definitely delayed it even more. So I do appreciate everybody's patience. But that video is still in the works. It's still in the making. I'm even contemplating not putting out any videos the first couple days of next week, just to ensure that that video does get put out next week, because I do want to do that for y'all. The only thing that I ask, being that this video is going to be a lot of work, that it is a lot of work, because I mean, I think I counted something like 20 or 30 screenshots that I'm going to be using, and you'll see in the video with kind of how you have to do things. When you have that many slides, it actually becomes a lot of work. But that being said, you know, I don't ask y'all to subscribe to me. I don't ask y'all to like my videos. I really don't ask y'all I don't really ask anything of y'all other than to be respectful in the comments section. That's all I ask. That's all I've ever really asked of anybody. But in this particular case, I do want to ask one thing of everybody. When I do post that video, being that it is a lot of work, I would appreciate it if I don't care about the likes. You know, to me, likes are it's just whatever. What I do care about is putting in that kind of work and people seeing it. So what I would like for everybody to do is, when I do drop that video, I want you to share it. Just, you know, you don't have to go crazy sharing it everywhere, but you know, share it on Google Plus or share it on Twitter, or you know, where I want you to share it on at least one media outlet. If you want to do more than one, that is perfectly fine. You know, I don't really like asking my viewers to do things. I want you to do them on your own. This just because of the amount of, you know, the extra work that this video is taking, I would really appreciate that everybody who watches it to share it, you know, and that would be greatly appreciated. If you don't, it's fine. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody has free will. So, you know, it's not like I have a way to track it. And even if I did know who shared and who didn't. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna hunt you down. Even if I could see that information, I wouldn't hunt y'all down over it. It's just, I think it would be nice to share the information. And yeah, it's been a lot of work so far, and I'm still not done. Apparently, being that I still haven't dropped the video. So, and yeah, I did stop working on it when I got sick, because I was sick. I mean, what do you expect? But I am still working on it. I do thank each and every one of you for your patience, because I think it's been like 3 weeks since I asked if y'all want me to make that video, and it still hasn't been dropped. So I do appreciate the patience, but that is all I ask, is please share it. But anyways, that's pretty much everything I have for today. Remember the broadcast tonight. Remember the fight tomorrow, which I'm sure everybody won't forget that. And check out No Name Boxing's page. And if you're interested in being on the podcast, all you got to do is, you know, just leave a comment on the video. Say, hey, I like talking boxing, and you know, I would love to be on your your podcast. And just remember, you don't have to share his views. So just be prepared that he's gonna come with some heat, you know. So, but anyways, that's all I got for y'all today. To all my subscribers, everybody who watches my videos, or if you just so happen to stumble upon this video, hope y'all have a wonderful day. Peace.
Undefeated.